Hello, welcome back. Now we're going to be looking into a special category of polygons, and these are triangles, and we're going to look at the special triangles that we have. So a triangle is a 2D shape with 3 sides. Alright, so it's a 2D shape and it has 3 sides. So we have 4 main types of triangles, and these are the scalene, isosceles, equilateral, and the right-angled triangle. So a scalene triangle has 3 sides, which are of different lengths and unequal angles. So this is the scalene triangle. Its sides are not equal, alright, and also its angles are not equal. And then an isosceles triangle has 2 sides of equal length, and from the diagram here, this dashes like this one and this one, they show that these 2 sides of the isosceles triangle are equal, and also the angles at the base of an isosceles triangle are equal. Alright, so this is the diagram which is showing an isosceles triangle. And then on an equilateral triangle, you need to know that it has 3 sides which are of equal length, which can be shown by these dashes. Oh, sorry. Let me try to erase this mark which I put here. So you need to know that an equilateral triangle has sides which are of equal length, and they are shown by these dashes, these 3 dashes. And you also need to know that the angles in an equilateral triangle are equal. And then lastly, we have the right-angled triangle. As the name says, it's a triangle that has a right angle, and this is the right angle. And then now we'll look at special quadrilateral. So a quadrilateral is also a 2D shape, but it has 4 sides. Okay, and you need to know that the sum of interior angles in a quadrilateral is 360 degrees. And then there are 6 special quadrilaterals with different properties, and we're going to look at each one of them. And we're going to start with a square. So a square has 4 sides of equal length, and it has 4 right angles, as you can see from the diagram that is shown on the screen. And then you need to know that the opposite sides are parallel. So these are the opposite sides which are shown by these markings here. So this line here is parallel to this one, and this one is parallel to this one, right? Okay, I was using the wrong marks. Let me erase that and put the correct markings for a parallel line, because these ones, they just show that they are sides. So as you can see, this line is parallel to this line, and then this line too is parallel to this one, right? And then you need to know that the diagonals of a square, they bisect each other at 90 degrees. So each one of these angles is a 90-degree angle. And then now we'll look into a rectangle. So you need to note that a rectangle has 2 pairs of equal sides. So this side here is equal to this side, and this side is equal to this side. So it has 2 pairs of equal sides, and then it has 4 right angles, and the opposite sides are parallel. And then the diagonals, they bisect each other. So the lines in purple here are the diagonals. And then we have a parallelogram. So a parallelogram has 2 pairs of equal sides. So as you can see, this line is equal to this line, then this side is equal to this side. And you need to know that the opposite sides are parallel. So this one is parallel to this one, and this one is parallel to this one. All right, and you also need to know that the diagonals of a parallelogram bisect each other. So in this case again, the lines in purple are the diagonals, and you need to note that this side of the diagonal is equal to this other half of the diagonal, and then this half of the diagonal is equal to this other half of the diagonal. And then the next quadrilateral we'll look at is the rhombus. So a rhombus has 4 sides of equal lengths. So people would prefer to call it sometimes, a twisted square, because, its 4 sides are equal. And then it has 2 pairs of equal angles. So the angles in yellow are equal and the angles in green are equal. And then the diagonals bisect each other at right angles too. So each one of these angles is a right angle. Okay, and then the opposite sides are parallel, just like in the parallelogram. And then we're going to look at trapezium, or some would call it trapezium, which is also cool. So a trapezium is a shape that has 1 pair of parallel sides. That's the only characteristic that we can talk about now. So this line is parallel to that line. Okay. And another special type of quadrilateral is a kite. So a kite has 2 pairs of equal sides, as shown by these dashes on the line here, on the lines here. And so this one is equals to this one, and then this one is equals to this one, this side. And then you need to know that it is 1 pair of equal angles. So the angles in green are equal, and it's the only pair of equal angles. And then you also need to know that the diagonals, they bisect each other at right angles. So each one of these angles is a right angle. Okay. So that was it about quadrilaterals. Thank you for watching my video. I'll see you in the next one.